Okay, we're going to finish this thing tonight because I'm tired of it. I have all these ideas to do lots of different, I put it all the way over there. Lots of different like educational sets things. But if they're going to take this long and they're going to be this fiddly, maybe we won't do this. But anyway, let's get this out of the way. So this is where we are. So the trick is, last time I lost a piece, but I found it. At least I hope I did. Otherwise this is going to be yet another stupid video. Yeah, this piece here. And I found this little screw here. The only thing is I've gone and lost the instructions. Well, we're kidding. It's gone. It's all gone. Alright, well I've had enough of this thing. So, and the instructions weren't that helpful. So I'm just going to use the box. Just going to look at the box. The instructions are not in the box. I don't know what I did with the instructions. Everything has to go wrong with this thing. So we are going to just stick these things on by hand. Alright, so this is a screw which seems to fit and hopefully will make a hole. There was something a little bit I did not find. The special, it looks like actually on the picture it looks like this is in fact the correct screw. I'm pretty sure that's the correct screw. So it said something about having a little soft felt washer thing. Well, I don't know where that went, so I'm just going to stick that there. I'm assuming it's to make it so the bell kind of still rings. Is this going to work? This better work, because it's got to work. Just has to. So that can go there. I wonder how the one where you make an actual motor works. If this is going to be this tricky. But I'm going to actually do quite a few videos, I think, on electromagnetism before we get on to other things. Well, no, actually, not before we get on to other things. Look, you can look at my hand. All that looks weird with the lighting. I don't actually need to have the place to contain it there, though. That makes a lot more sense. So, like, maybe you just don't have to tighten the bell all the way up. There we go. It's just got a kind of ring or something. So let's just look. I'm looking at the picture here. So this bit has to go over here. Oop. Is this? Oh my goodness. Alright, it looks kind of like, it's meant to look kind of like that. Okay, so far so good, I think. Alright, now we need this thing, and that piece of plastic which I lost last time, which is going to go on the end of here. So, you just have to trust me. Oh my goodness, there's this thing here as well. So, this little nut. Okay, maybe it would have been good to have the picture, to have the instructions. That, I think, is the tension rod device. So you can adjust where this goes, and that will adjust the tension, which will come in handy. There should be, I feel like there should be some kind of use of a magnet here. But hey. So I really wanted to see if we could adapt this so that it would automatically ring. So I'm looking at the picture and I'm getting really confused. That looks like it's really just linked straight with that thing. How does that work? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay, so I think I've got it. So this thing here goes like that. I don't see how, and we put that on the end. It doesn't stay on the end though. So there's a part we're missing. Okay, I'm just going to give up and throw it in the bin. this thing needs a little nut on the end, and that's a little nut. Okay, that definitely goes like that in there. But maybe it should have been a square one. I don't have a square one. Maybe that's why they gave it away. There's bound to be one tiny little piece that you're missing. Well, I surely have a giant container. Alright. Okay, I'm going to have to get up because it's on the other side of the room. I'll be right back. Alright. So, my handy... Oh, I've lost it, haven't I? Okay, let's just make sure we keep everything. That goes there, and that goes there. I need another, and I'm going to guess that's a 2mm. So I got this in the mail. It's like a cheapy thingy, what's it? So if it turns on, alright, and then we can measure how thick this, ooh, the thing fell off, how thick this is, and it says 2mm, which is kind of what I was thinking. It doesn't say 2mm, it says 1.9, but give everybody a chance. So I have a huge pile of spacers and nuts and things, and I believe that these ones are the 2.0 ones, or 1.9. They're going to work, it'll be fine. So I'm just going to rip open the plastic live on television. That's amazing. I forgot to close the door again. I always feel like I should close the door because I feel like the audio quality will be better. But maybe the audio quality is worse. I don't know. So on the my normal channel, I've decided to scrap all that and switch over to a specialized channel for just making silly Lego things or playing with toys, and not to use my personal private channel for doing things because that's silly. It's not a square shape though, because that's got a little square thing, but I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm out of care. It all fell out and then I don't know what I did with it. I think I left it somewhere. That can't possibly, I don't understand how this is supposed to do anything. Well then I don't understand what the plastic thing's for. Well, to be honest, I don't understand any of this. Apparently the plastic thing is meant to be important, but it's not going to be used at all. I'm just going to tighten. Well, the nut works, and that can kind of fit. Like it doesn't. I don't need it. So that makes me annoyed because that was the piece I was going crazy for to find last time, and in fact they were stuck in the folds of my t-shirt. So I only found it when I stood up a bit later on, and actually walked around a fair bit, and then I found it. Alright, and we've got that six inch thing from last time. I've got this little tiny bit of metal bit, and the sandpaper and the wire, and that's all that I have left over. So if this doesn't work with the remaining pieces, so this is the bit where I'm like, I have absolutely no idea where anything attaches. So looking at the picture, this is going to be super hard. So apparently one of the wires attaches to this thing. So maybe I should have put the wire in first. It's looking that way. Oh, I honestly... Oh, it does do it. It is going to ring. Okay, that's good. It is going to ring. Well, in theory, it should ring automatically. Alright, well, you're going to have to give it a bit more space. So somehow this one's going to wrap around. Maybe the picture isn't going to tell me everything I need to know. Alright, we're going to have to work this out. So, something's got to attach to here. When this thing here is going to touch this, I don't know. Yeah, this does not. I think it has to go down further. Alright, just go all the way down. Somehow this is not in the right position. I could swear it is. It looks like it's exactly in the right position. It doesn't line up. Okay, it lines up kind of there. Maybe I feel like the bell somehow has to be connected. Where is that instructions gone? I can't believe it. I can't see the instructions anywhere. I hate this project. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It should be really easy. So there has to be a circuit. When the this does not stay in place. Oh, now it stays in place. All right. So magnet is on. And this thing has got to go somewhere. Where would this go? You can't see that in the picture. Well, there are these holes over here, so this must be a hint. In fact, I think this is a hint. So I think that this one, well, they've got it nicely wrapped around everything. But stuff that. We'll just stick it down the hole and see what happens. No, I think maybe we do have to nicely wrap it through. Oh, I see how this is meant to do it. I think it's meant to be threaded through these little holes to keep it nice and firm. I don't know if that's the right word. We can go through there, and then it can come for whatever reason, I don't know. They can just go through there. Well, they've threaded it through in the picture, so and then it's got to go somewhere else, doesn't it? Well, this one can go down the hole, because I think something's got to go down the hole, and it might as well be this one. But what is this? This is very long. I think maybe they meant centimeters instead of inches. All right. Well, that goes through the little hole and comes out the other end. Right. And obviously, one of these has got to go into here. So I don't care which. It's going into that one. All right. And then we have to have this one, and I think this one, I don't like the way, sorry, on the picture it looks like it wraps around all the way over there. So, well, they were both meant to end up on the same side. Who cares? I just don't care. I just don't care. No caring is given here. Alright. So I think you have to wrap it around. Probably should take the end nut off. And put the box there for a second. And we're going to wrap this one around and around and round and round and round. Good few times, because I think I stripped off a fair bit at the end. That should be fine. If I was paying attention, I'd probably test it first with the continuity thing. So I'm expecting you want this little nut to be conducting. So the idea is, the way that I understood this, is so that the magnet is off or something when it's touching. Right. So what will happen in theory? So this bit here has to be connected as well. So the circuit, I think, gets made. No, this thing doesn't. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, we're going to go all the way to the end here. Move it down, because there's got to be some room. Ooh, my goodness. So just go in the, there we go. That's close enough. Alright. I don't know why the spring's there though. Oh, I guess. No, there's not a lot of room. Really? Really? I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. If I go all the way to the end though, it just pops off. Maybe I've just had a brainwave. I get it now. We don't need this extra nut. I understand the picture. This bit goes around there, like that. So I've got this the wrong way around, which is a bit of a bother. So looking at the picture, I thought there was a little extra, I thought there was a nut at the end, but there's not. It's just touching this. So I have to take this whole screw off. So I don't think there actually is a missing piece at all, which is satisfying for the, and that makes, oh, I see what you do. So this bit goes through here, and then there's a square there, and then that bit goes into there. What are we up to? 13 minutes left. Alright, well, it's going to be a long one. It's going to drag on for years. Oh, and we need to put the wire on as well. I don't know what the best way of doing this is. Well, I'm going to put that on, and I'm just going to wrap it around after I put the nut on, because that's I don't think I actually can handle how fiddly that would be if I didn't do that. What I'm trying to say is that there's a big spring in the way, and the spring is annoying me, and it's pushing really hard, and it does do that thing. Look at that. Oh, that's neat. So the idea is it makes a circuit when it's touching this thing here, but then the magnet will pull it away, and then it will cut the circuit, and then the magnet will turn off, and then it will pop back again. And so the idea is it will do it over and over again. So it's creating a mechanical oscillator. And if we can't get this to work, I'll just do it with a relay, what I will do at some point anyhow. But hopefully that works. So when it's in place here, it should, this is, I imagine that you can get quite good at making this thing, or you can not get quite good at it, but I'm guessing you can actually turn it after you've put it in the hole. So, which is good, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to adjust it. There we go. So we've moved that, and we can put the wire a little bit over there. So somehow this is going to get magnet pulled in like this. So I think that's how it's meant to work. So it's already pushing against the thing. Now you can actually bend the metal things. So I think, but that's going to be kind of hard after the fact to bend that. Alright, so at some point something has to attach to here. And there's what looks like a place to attach wire over here. So we can wrap that around here. And so that goes there. And then I'm assuming this goes down the hole. But we've still got this thing here. So this thing here is worrying me, because I don't know where it's supposed to go. But having looked at this, I don't see if it has any point, because I can't see it in the picture. Okay, this looks very tight. Hold on. Oh, and it fell out. No, don't fall out. Don't. Please don't. You just have to not fall out. Okay, I think you've really got to get it in the hole. Alright, well I think it's fine. That wire has to be over the top. Put this down the hole, and we'll see what happens when we connect it up. So the other two wires have got to connect to, so on the bottom we'll put that wire. I'm just hoping that I have in fact sanded everything down. Otherwise none of this is going to work. It only requires one end to be not sanded, and the whole thing will fail. So this thing here will go here, and where's my little, so we put the wire on. Gosh, this is the most annoying thing. It says B. I don't think it will matter actually which way around you put the wires, because the magnetic field will reverse in polarity if you swap it around. So, where does B go? That's the one thing the picture doesn't have. It doesn't have any of the wires on it, so that's not helpful when it comes to this. Well, I have to guess. Well, we can just test it. Right, well, that goes to there. Well, we can just match it up to where the LED ones go. It should be in parallel with the LEDs. Maybe that was meant for one of these things. Anyway, that could have been it. The one leg of the LED goes to this one here, and the other leg goes to that one there. So it should just work if we do this. But of course we need some batteries. And I don't know where I put the batteries. I just had them a second ago. We better turn that thing off. Oh, it was off, but you can kind of... Oh, this is interesting. This thing is off, but you can actually see the display is kind of on. So who knows how long the batteries will last in that. Though it is using an LCD, and it looks like a wristwatch, so I suspect quite a while. Alright. Like, you know, it looks like the screen in a watch. And a watch stays on with the same batteries for a long time. And now nothing works. Alright, we'll take that one out. So somewhere along the lines, the little LED stopped working. Or maybe those are rubbish batteries. Oh my goodness. Okay, the light comes on. Okay, well, we're getting something. Well, this is not actually moving away. So, I think this thing has to... Oh, it's even worse. We'll have to move that back. It's just not going to stop, is it? This thing is just going to keep touching this bit. It has to not touch this bit. And... and we can move this one. Wow, it actually works. Kind of. It's coming out of its thing. Yeah, we've got a real problem with that bit there. So, I may have to bend it out. Alright, somehow I have to bend this thing down. Maybe if I bend it up a bit in the middle and tilt it down like that. Alright, that worked. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Whoa! That's pretty neat. It actually worked. We managed to work it out. In the end, it's a bit of a mess. It's not entirely stable. I feel it's going to fall apart at any point. But just to reiterate, so what is happening, we should probably draw a circuit. Where's my little felt tip pen? I don't know if we actually can, but the main point is, this is a terrible felt tip pen. Where's my cool felt tip pens? I need my bit to go underneath. Now it stopped working again. Wow, seriously? Well, that didn't last very long. I must have pulled one of the wires out. Don't you just love electronics? Like this, seriously, you saw it working just a second ago, and now it's completely stopped. probably because of this mess. I also think this wire isn't actually touching the... I think that's the problem. The wire doesn't really touch the screw, and it kinda has to. It also has to touch the other thing. So alright. That's weird. That's touching there, and that's touching there. There we go. It's very fiddly. But anyway, so we'll just recap. So this little, we call it, I don't know, the hammer bit. I don't know. Down here is the battery. And we're going to actually be able to draw this. I don't really know if I can. It's too late to think about it. But just to recap one more time. This little metal bit here is part of the circuit. So it's connecting to the little bolt, which is connected to the wire. And that little, so it's, the electricity can go through this wire. We'll forget where it's coming from now. We're gonna try and trace it so that we go from this wire and then we go all the way through the battery and we come back to this wire. So from here it's going to go into this here, and it's tied to the screw very poorly, which is why I think it's not actually doing it all the time. But then it's conducting electricity through the screw and into this little metal hammer bit here, or this contact here, which is going into here, and that's connected to the wire, which is going back through here and back through there and out through the red wire. So the red wire is going into the battery, and when I press the button it's going to come back through there and out through the black wire and into B, and B is going to come through here, and B goes into here, back out there and onto the other side of the electromagnet. So as long as this thing is touching the bolt, then the electromagnet will activate when I press the switch, and something is missing, but so somewhere in there, I'm pretty sure it's this thing here. It's got to be, right? Or maybe not, because I turned it over, so it's probably one of these things. If I held my finger down. I just don't actually think the connection... Let's just put it straight from the battery. No, that doesn't work at all either. I give up. But you get the idea. And so it will go through the electromagnet. So the idea is, just to finish off, because we've only got 45 seconds, when the electromagnet activates, it pulls the whole thing away, that breaks the circuit, the electromagnet disengages, and then it goes back, and then it creates a vibration. And so that's the end of that. I'm glad it's over. I'm sorry that took 29 minutes, but at least it kind of worked in the end. So thanks for that. Like, share, subscribe, and next time it'll be a much cooler video, I hope. Thanks, bye.